You mentioned that you are not Buddhist, but you know very well about Buddhist philosophy.
In this space, two paths meet, not as student and teacher, but as a reflection of one light. May what was spoken here serve all beings. May the words beyond words reach every heart that listens. Aho. Sometimes the sacred reveals itself not in silence, but in conversation, in the gentle exchange of stories that carry truth through laughter and compassion. On that day in Ithaca, the monk and I sat as peers, two pilgrims sharing the road, speaking of the Dalai Lama, of Buddhist teachings, of the quiet courage it takes to stay kind in a restless world. It wasn't an interview, it was a remembrance that wisdom wears many robes, but one heart.
As I was saying, becoming a bridge, to bridge people to their wisdom, to their love and compassion, to help them awaken, increase consciousness, that deeper, quiet place. It seems that my mission is to know enough about different religions and faiths to help find that seed within the person I'm working with, to see which one will resonate for them. Because one tree that grows in Japan doesn't grow in California. There's a resonance of the earth. So that's what we're doing here today. We're doing here today is awakening the seeds around the world.
That's very good.
That happens between you and I.
Yeah, because that His Holiness Dalai Lama's one of the main important message. Because in the world there are many different religions, different believers, non-believers, but one specific religion cannot provide or cannot fulfill all those 7 billion human beings. But the love, compassion, tolerance, forgiveness, those are we have naturally, every human beings they have from the mother's birth. We have that seed. So only what we have to do is we have to cultivate that love, compassion, and sharing this love, compassion, wisdom to the community, to the world. So His Holiness gave example. I really like that. People can survive without tea and coffee, but people cannot survive without water. So people can survive without religion, but people cannot survive without love, compassion. Even you can survive, but you feel so loneliness.
Very much so. Yeah. There's an old Native American story. What we're speaking about. They say that there's a reason that white people, by the time they're 30 and 40, look so empty. Because of what we're saying, that pieces of themselves leave and they don't refill the water. We, they, in their language. And eventually there's such an emptiness, such a sadness, such a heaviness. And then all of those thoughts are about, see, life is terrible. And in that kind of suffering, I have found that we become selfish.
That's true.
We just want suffering to go away. Nothing else exists.
No. We, in Buddhist, we believe that in many lifetimes, we just working for ourselves, self-centeredness. That brings us more suffering, more anxiety. If someone work for others, they must be a happier person. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
There is something about service.
Yes.
Doing for others.
Yeah.
That existential piece of meaning.
Yeah, that's so true.
So beautiful.
So true. Even we see in the world people who are really famous and popular. Those people, most of those people, working for others. Not themselves.
Right.
So we see, but we don't follow that one.
Well, it's hard. It seems like it's very difficult.
Yeah.
It seems like we humans are created in such a way to be so self-centered, to have negative thoughts, to have all of these sensations, these beautiful pleasures of the earth. the sunshine and food and hugs, all of these things. We want those things.
Yes.
What we really want is how it felt when our mama held us, that first moment.
That's priceless. That's the true love, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, true blessing.
And I think we strive for that the rest of our lives and maybe find it in enlightenment.
Yeah. So, as I mentioned earlier that in Buddhism, I believe that every sentient beings, we have that kind of seed, wisdom, love, compassion, these seeds. So every human being, they have opportunity or chance to achieve full enlightenment. We already have that seed, So if we realize and encounter great masters, great teachers, then that seed will grow,
So it seems that maybe this is beautiful. Thank you. I love this. So that we humans tend to look outside for that seed. If we only knew it was here, and that it was our desires that will bring teachers to us.
Yes. So of course, always we need someone to introduce you. Even we have that kind of value or qualities within ourselves, but we don't realize that. So of course, it's always necessary to someone there and introduce you what you have. We already have that kind of good qualities there. So then at the same time, if they teach us, encourage you, if you do that, you can increase that kind of energy or qualities.
Because we need that.
Yeah, we need this.
We need to know we're on the right track.
Yes.
We need to know we're doing okay. That never changes. Or does it?
It's difficult, but
does it change?
Yeah, sure, of course. If you look back, after look back 5 years, 10 years, you will see the changes. But at the moment, we don't feel we changing. If you keep practice, sometimes you feel so discouraged. Oh, I'm practicing so hard, but it's not changed. Nothing changes there. But if you look back 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, then you will see the differences from that moment and this moment.
So what do you tell somebody? Because I'm thinking of some of my students when they say, yes, there's change, but it's not fast enough.
Yeah, that's Solomon said that also in the teaching said that you don't expect. We sometimes people expect that, if I receive Tantra initiation,
equal.
I may achieve this goal overnight,
Yes.
It cannot be that. So you have to, from the beginning, you have to prepare. It may take, whatever, doesn't matter, or it takes years and years. I have to practice, and if you think that way, it makes you, feel comfortable and makes you encouraged.
Sure.
Otherwise, if you think, I achieve maybe a few years, within 3 months, a few years, it cannot be. So then you, at the end, you feel discouraged.
And fail.
And you fail and you lost, everything.
Sambheva bhuta sumana bhavantu atopi sanpancha sunantu.
So that's a difficult one for humans. This is a fast food kind of world.
Yeah, because if you want to build maybe 50 or 100-story building, you cannot expect you can build that within 1 year or 2 years. If you expect like 10 years, 15 years, that makes you relax,
Yes.
not
We all need to feel at the end of the day, I did good today.
Yes, yes.
You know, we're all little puppies.
Uh,
We all want a little pat on the head. All of us were that way. And what I'm hearing you say that as we get closer and closer to enlightenment, the need for that is less and less.
yes.
Is there a because? The need for that is less because this is what happens in enlightenment? Can you describe a little bit?
Because
People throw the word around. But
because the purpose of the enlightenment is benefiting for others. Because for example, that if someone want to teach kids or teach students, so first you have to study and you complete your all those university stuff, everything. Then you can teach properly for the students.
Right.
If you are not perfect teacher, not well knowing all those subject matter, you cannot teach properly to your students. Similarly, those great compassionate bodhisattvas or enlightened being, from the beginning, their aiming is, I want to help sentient beings release from samsara, but right now I don't have that kind of ability or potential. So that's why first I have to achieve enlightenment by myself. Then I have to, if I help people and sentient beings, you can help or
so
those people.
I get very emotional. Achieving enlightenment for self, if I'm understanding you correctly, means releasing all suffering, all samsara is gone.
Yes.
All that is there is love and compassion.
Sure.
And once I have that fully for self, the greater good becomes the only thing that matters. Is that correct?
Yes.
I understood that correctly. So sometimes children, I don't know how you were as a child, but that's all I ever wanted to do. Make it better.
Yeah.
But so we don't always understand that. I think younger people today have more access to information. Did you always want to be a monk? Did you always want enlightenment for your path?
Of course, from main important is main aim is achieve enlightenment, and also I wanted to become for my lifetime. So I'm enjoy too. So that we have more time and work for other people, society. So if I like family stuff, of course you have to spend more time to your family members. You won't have that much time to working for other entire community or society or world.
Which is why historically people went into monasteries or, depending on their religion, an ashram or a nunnery to separate the energy from those things to put to their enlightenment.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's really beautiful. So, is there a lot of joy? Is there a lot of laughter here?
Oh yes, because when you receive teachings and practice yourself, then sometimes you have lots of joy which you cannot explain or describe. It's I think that's kind of power of practice, power of energy, these things. So compared to normal life and monks' life, I think there's lots of differences. Yes.
More laughter,
Mm-hmm.
more calm,
Yeah.
less anxiety.
I hope for myself.
Well, anxiety, it grips everybody.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, the moment they're born, psychologists, as a
Yeah.
psychologist,
Anxiety is
fear.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
They say, when anxiety was first studied from psychology in the 50s and 60s after Freud, Anna Freud said that the moment a child is born, he or she fears dying. So has anxiety forever until they die.
Wow.
It's an interesting concept.
Yeah.
Which makes enlightening much more joyful
Yeah.
than fearing dying.
Mm,
So reincarnation is a part of Tibetan Buddhism.
yes.
So just you believe in the soul.
So,
What reincarnates?
a soul and I think consciousness, or maybe a little bit different, but I'm not so sure exactly what the soul is, you know.
It
So-
is more of a Christian word.
Yeah, Christian word,
It's
right?
a Christian word. So consciousness, that's a better word.
The Buddhists, we believe that when we life after life, because our body is more like a house or guest house. So consciousness is a guest. So this guest, can move one guest house to the another guest house. So when we die, of course our grossly level, those 5 cents, all those dissolve, and then lastly only the most settled consciousness will remain. That consciousness will go to the next life.
So bardo
Bardo.
is that the place where the consciousness is slowly letting go of its gross form before it elevates?
Once we stop, what do you call of course, then Tibetan Buddhism we call dying and bardo and reborn. You know, so as soon as you end of this life, then immediately you're born in bardo intermediate state.
So it's like a dimension, if you will,
Yeah,
for lack of English word.
Yes.
Okay.
So then after bardo, if you do very good things, do a perfect practice during your life, so some masters, they don't need to go to bardo intermediate state. So they or as I mentioned, that consciousness, most settled mind, that can manifest as a illusory body.
Okay.
We call gyulu.
Illusory.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
body.
You call it?
Illusory. We call gyulu.
Gyulu.
Tibetan
It's
term.
gyulu.
Gyulu.
Oh, I love
It's,
that.
I think that's illusory body. You know.
Mhm.
Then through illusory body, you can. Still you have opportunity to practice and achieve enlightenment. So then regular people, when we die, so then after we become bardo, then from bardo it goes like you may find rebirth within 1 week, 2 weeks, at least like 49 days. We believe that 49 days, within 49 days, definitely you can find the next rebirth. Human being or lower realms or animal realms, you can find.
And when they were looking for the 14th Dalai Lama, they started looking on 40th day or something. When the Dalai Lama passes and the next Dalai Lama is to be found, do they wait the 49 days or the 40 days before they start looking?
No. That's quite different.
No.
Because when we looking for incarnation, so after 3 or 4 years, we looking for incarnation, because that child, of course, within 4 or 5 years can walk or speak. So that.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
So you wait until there's
Yes.
evidence of a personality.
Yes.
Understood. But within 49 days, the human consciousness will reincarnate.
Yeah,
Okay.
that we can find the rebirth. Mhm.
Do we get to choose our rebirth?
So
In Hindu philosophy, there are some that believe that.
if we have that kind of power, that means we are quite reach certain level.
Yeah.
that you can choose. In those high lamas incarnated, they incarnate by themselves. They with their choice, with their wish, not influenced by negative and karma. For people like us,
Yeah.
for me,
Me too.
being born as samsara, influenced by, without our control, influenced by negative karma and suffering. Those high being lamas, masters, they incarnate, but with their wish, with their
Because they've earned that.
yeah, they don't, they are, they reborn is not influenced by negative karma and suffering. They choose, they can,
Beautiful.
yeah.
That's something to work for.
Because those many bodhisattvas, they wish they're reborn as a human being or whatever, with very poor people, needy people, and they help, continually help those needy people. Big differences, you know.
I don't remember the story, so I don't want to say it incorrectly, but I was in India many years ago, and many people were poor and hungry, and they would sit outside the temples looking for the food offerings that were given. And basically, I was told they're taking on the karma that you tried to clear in the temple. And sometimes I would see something in their eyes that was different than the other ones. You know, I don't know what that was, but a laughter, a giggle, a little bit, a knowing, a peace, just felt different than everybody else. And I don't know, as you were speaking, it just reminded me. Who knows?
Yeah, who knows? Yeah.
Who knows? Okay. So if you were going to say anything to the world, to the youth of all ages, we're all young, about enlightenment and waking up and the practice of Buddhism, what can you offer as something everyone can walk away with and go, oh, I'm gonna, yeah?
Yeah. I really, admire His Holiness Dalai Lama's teachings and his advice. So as he always mentioned that, advice that, for example, when we get sick, we for like a stomach, ill stomach, you get one medicine from some specific pharmacy, and of course it's cured your illness, and then you said that, oh, this medicine is the best medicine in the world,
Sure.
But that medicine's best for you, but not for everybody. Similarly, all religions are very good, but one particular religion cannot, as mentioned, cannot fulfill every sentient being. So the main important is of course they are believer, non-believer, all religious messages, love or compassion, but we should not think about I'm the Buddhist, he's Christian or Muslim or whatever. We have to think about the basic or the fundamental, the message, love, compassion, forgiveness, tolerance, these things. So if we focus and we practice that, then we don't need religion. That is our religion.
Yes.
So that everybody, believer, non-believer, everybody can practice that.
To hold love.
Yeah. So that if you have then more compassionate and peaceful or these things, then there's no war, there's no worries. Yeah.
True.
So whoever we meet and whoever we want to talk is more friendly and peacefully, So that is I think his message is so powerful, and I'm also trying to practice that. And I encourage friends, if you practice that, that is the really meaningful message. Yeah.
And if you have difficulties practicing that, listen to chanting until you learn to chant for yourself, maybe.
Oh yes.
Would that work?
Yeah, that works too.
Yeah,
Sometimes.
there's some beautiful,
Yeah.
Om Mani Padme Om
Yeah.
and Om Tara, beautiful ones all over
Sure.
YouTube that are getting
Sure.
millions and millions
Yeah.
of listeners.
Because some great masters said that if you recite Om Mani Padme Hum or some specific mantras, you recite loudly and what do you call, blow for the insects.
Yeah.
Also may benefit for them. Yeah.
I like Om Mani Padme Om. Is it Padme or Padme?
Om Mani Padme Hum.
Padme.
That's the mantra of Buddha compassion.
Yes.
Most powerful, because if we believe if we recite more and more, you develop compassion within yourself. So that is the most precious, right?
That is the most precious.
Yeah.
And it's very soothing. And even
Yes.
if you don't understand it or you're not chanting it for compassion, listen.
Yeah, just listen and
Just listen.
gradually you can understand the meaning.
And gradually the body, like it wants to be a part of the sound.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, that's true.
Thank you so very, very much.
Thank you so much
So
for
honored.
giving me opportunity. Yes, thank you.